final speaker is going to be Mr. Tim Wilson. The title of his speech is Mastering Motivation. It's going to be 10 to 15 minutes long. Please help me welcome Mr. Tim Wilson.
Extreme Toastmasters is a great club. And it's a great club because it's a President's Distinguished Club. For those of you who don't know what a President's Distinguished Club is, a President's Distinguished Club is a club that has maintained the highest level in Toastmasters. They're the highest you can go. They've done the most, they've gotten the best, they're the highest up there. Not only is Extreme Toastmasters a President's Distinguished Club this year, they've been a President's Distinguished Club every year since the first time that they're a President's Distinguished. Extreme Toastmasters is simply a great club.
Yay!
Gotta love a person who knows an applause line when they hear it. But we weren't always President's Distinguished. There was a time before that happened. And when that time occurred, I was the president of the club. It was my job to motivate the club to be great. We had great people, just like today. We had people at all different levels. Really experienced people, beginning people, really eager to get going. People have been around, done that, professional speakers, but people weren't motivated. It was my job as president to get them motivated. And in learning how to do that, I made a lot of mistakes. In fact, the most important lesson I learned, I couldn't learn on my own, but I needed some help. So I want to take you back to the time when I had my first executive committee meeting. Now, Jason knows what an executive committee meeting is. Maybe the rest of you don't. Executive committee meeting is simply when the president calls everybody together on their officer team to talk about what they need to talk about. The president can call an executive committee meeting whenever. So I called an executive committee meeting. And I stood up and I gave a little speech. I said, Extreme Toastmasters is a great club. We can do great things in a great way. I think we can be really great. So I want all of you to do here today is to get together and think of the great things you can do. And think of the way our club can be great, and have all these great ideas right now, and will make us really great. And after this little speech, someone stood up and said, Tim, I got a question. What are we supposed to do? You ever have one of those moments in life where you know you've forgotten something? And you didn't know exactly what it was you'd forgotten until that moment arrived? I was having one of those moments right then. And so I said, I'll get back to you on that. I hadn't really thought the whole thing through. And it suddenly occurred to me in that moment that it's my job as president of the club to think of what they should do, where they should go, what path they should take. That was my job, and I was trying to dump it on them. As Jason would say, I wasn't taking responsibility. So I thought about it. And I figured out something to do. That was my first lesson. Action. If you're going to motivate people, you have to have a definite action. If you don't have an action, they can't do it. They don't know what to do, they won't do it. So if you're going to motivate people, that's what you got to do. That's what I learned. Excited, a little bit nervous. I went back to my executive committee meeting. And I stood up and I gave a little speech. I said, hello again. Glad you came back. I know last time you asked a question I wasn't quite certain how to answer. I'm not quite certain where that one went, but you were asking me what we wanted to do. And I've thought about it. Thought long and hard. And I think this club can be President's Distinguished Club. We can be right at the high level. And this will be so impressive because everybody then in Toastmasters will know that Extreme Toastmasters is a President's Distinguished Club. You can mention to others. All of District 30 will know Extreme Toastmasters is President's Distinguished. It'll be incredibly impressive. And other people will tell other people. They'll know about it. And you share that, and the club will be better off. By being President's Distinguished, this club will be known through all of District 30. People will talk about it. People will come to it. It's something we can mention in our flyers or promotions. So that's why I think we all got to get together and make Extreme Toastmasters a President's Distinguished Club. And after this speech, there was a little bit of silence. And then someone said, "What's in it for me? What do I get out of this President's Distinguished thing? It's going to be a lot of work. What's the benefit?" And I said, "I'll get back to you on that." Once again, hadn't thought things through. If you don't have a benefit, if you don't have something you're getting, if you don't have something that other person is getting, it's not going to work. It's not going to flow. It's not going to make everything happen. There has to be a personal benefit. I was thinking it was enough to be a club benefit. The club would be better off. But here actually is a case where they needed a personal benefit. So I thought about it, and I thought I came up with a personal benefit. I thought I came up with some personal benefit that we could have by being President's Distinguished. Then I had another thought. I've been having a lot of trouble so far in getting this thing going and making it work. Maybe, just maybe, I've forgotten something. So I decided I needed to talk to somebody else. I needed to talk to Rocky Romero. Anybody know Rocky? Yeah. Rocky's kind of an answer guy. If you don't know him, he's a great guy. He drops by all the time. He's an entrepreneur. He knows how things work. He knows how everything fits together. I knew that Rocky could help me out. So I went to Rocky and I said, "Rocky, I'm trying to motivate people. I'm trying to get them going. I want something to happen in our club. I'm just not quite sure how to make it happen. I know what I want them to do. I know I want them to be President's Distinguished. I even thought of a personal benefit for all of this. But I think I might be forgetting something. Might be forgetting something important." And Rocky said to me, "Tim, yeah, you are forgetting something. You're forgetting the most important thing about motivating people. Even if you tell people what they're supposed to do, even if you give people a personal benefit, they're not going to do it unless they have this third thing. If they don't have the third thing, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work out. Tim, the most important thing is you have to keep it simple. It has to be something simple. If it's simple, they're going to do it. If it's complex, challenging, difficult, they're not going to do it. Keep it simple, and then people will do whatever it is you're trying to get them to do." So I thought about that too. And then I thought about it enough, and I got my courage back. Went back to executive committee meeting. And I called a third executive committee meeting together, and I stood up. I gave a little speech. I said, "Nice to have everybody back again. Thanks. I think I got it this time. The thing we want to do is we want to get President's Distinguished. You asked last time a personal benefit. Wasn't quite certain what it was. Thought about it. And there is a personal benefit being President's Distinguished. There really is. If you become President's Distinguished yourself, you will have a definite award. You will have a certified award by Toastmasters International. If you become a confident communicator and you do 10 speeches, you'll have 10 basic skills and you'll get a CC. Along with that CC award, you also will get a letter you can send anybody you want. You will get a CC designation. That's as good as an MBA, as a PhD, as any of those other designations. You can put that on your resume. You can tell people about it. It's a real designation. It's a CC. It means something. That's a real personal benefit. And anybody that helps somebody get the CC, it's a personal benefit to them because they're learning about motivation, learning about promoting people, learning about helping things going on, about encouraging people, about promoting, about motivating people. Help people, and you get helped yourself. And if people are doing roles at the meeting and they aren't getting involved, get them involved. They can get their competent leadership degree, and that too is a Toastmasters degree. But the most important thing is it's simple. All you have to do is take those people who are almost there and give them a little push. If you've got 7 speeches out of 10 done, a little bit more, you get a competent communication degree. If you've got all the roles being done, they aren't filling out the books, a little bit more, competent leadership degree, and so on. So it's simple, it's easy, it's good for the club, it's good for you. Let's get President's Distinguished. And there was a little bit of a pause. And then someone said, "That's a great idea, Tim. I know exactly who can do that. Todd's been working on the CC. I'll get him to do it. We'll get that CC award." Somebody else said, "Susan can work on a CL." Great, we're going to get that award. And then everybody started talking about once how to make Extreme Toastmasters President's Distinguished. It's a challenge motivating people. It's a challenge knowing what to do. And I learned the hard way, but you don't have to. Most important thing is to have a definite action in mind. What do you want them to do? There has to be some type of personal benefit. What are they going to get out of it? And then finally, there has to be simple. Has to be something simple, something easy to do. So think of people you're trying to motivate. It could be in your home. It could be your kids. It could be a coworker that you're trying to get to do something. It could be you're on a team in business and you're trying to motivate them and take them in a particular direction. Whoever you're trying to motivate, whoever you're trying to change, all you have to do is make sure you're clear about what actions you're going to take, make sure there's some sort of personal benefit involved, and make sure that it's simple and easy to do. Now you know what to do, you know how to do it. Get out there, get them up, get them going.
Thank you, Tim.